So, as the title suggests, this is about Slimming World. Me and John were members of Slimming World 3 years ago. Sorry, I realised I've still got my seatbelt on. We're members of Slimming World 3 years ago, and we both lost 2 stone. We decided to join after we had finished working in the pub trade, and we kind of both put on a fair bit of weight, mainly from working stupid hours and not eating properly, not having time to eat properly, eating at ridiculous times of the day, and having discounted food when you're in work in a pub. So getting a bacon double cheeseburger with fries for like £2, you know, trying to save some money and do it that way. Sorry about the funky light, it's like mega bright here today. So yeah, we'd both put on a fair bit of weight, but we did both manage to lose 2 stone. Then we moved into our own house and we put some of it back on, but then obviously I got pregnant and had the little man and put on a lot more, and I've actually put on weight since having him. I found that because I was breastfeeding and because I had a C-section as well, for those first few weeks I spent so much time simply sitting on the sofa feeding him and eating. Breastfeeding at the start just made me so hungry, and not hungry for things that are particularly healthy, obviously. So I was just like ploughing way through packs of custard creams, which aren't even a biscuit I would usually eat. John loves them, but I don't usually eat them. But for some reason, once I was sitting there breastfeeding for like hour at a time, every hour, I just got exhausted and I just found I was eating biscuits all the time. So I put on quite a bit of weight after he was born, but I haven't been bothered by it, because I've simply been looking after him and working, and I'm not really that bothered by what I was looking like at the time. I mean, I can't say I'm hugely bothered by it now, not really. What bothers me at the moment is my wardrobe. I've got an awesome wardrobe of clothes. Usually I don't wear what you're seeing, not usually. Before I got pregnant with the dude, I didn't wear stuff that you see me in on a daily basis now. I liked swing dresses. I own a lot of like big style 1950s swing dresses and small fit and flare dresses that don't have massive skirts, but fit and flare dresses, or jeans. I did wear jeans with blouses a lot, but they tended to be more fitting than they are now. So obviously I've got this wardrobe of clothes that I just can't fit in anymore, and that annoys me more than anything else. So getting up and getting dressed in the morning is a pain, and I simply wear, sorry my arm's aching, I simply wear items that I can breastfeed in. So I've got about 15 shirts and 5 pairs of trousers, and they just rotate pretty much. Simply put, they just rotate. But since obviously I've had him, I have been working, but I wasn't straight into busy weddings, which I'm usually in, because I took a bit of time out from the summer, and then obviously we didn't have a huge amount of weddings through the winter, but we're about to hit wedding season again for this year now. I don't know what the light's doing. There we go. Try that side. So before we kind of kick into wedding season again, and I'm needing to be on my feet constantly, and looking tidy for weddings, I thought, all right, okay, we got to start doing it. We both got to start losing some weight again. So dude is 41 weeks old, so just over 9.5 months. And I thought, okay, now's about time I actually did it. I think, obviously I haven't weighed myself in ages. I think to be happy, I need to lose about 3 stone, I think, give or take. It's less about the actual weight for me and more about the size. So before I had Elian, I was a comfortable size 12. Sometimes I got lucky and I'd fit a size 10 in places, and other times I'd fit a size 14, as always is. But I was a comfortable size 12 in most places, and most of my dresses, my fit and flares, are size 12s. My jeans were size 12s most of the time, and that's where I'd like to be. So if that means losing 3 stone or 3.5 stone or 2.5 stone, whatever gets me back into my size 12, I'm happy with. So I am signing up for Slimming World today. I'm currently sitting in the car waiting for it to start. I got here a bit early so I could film this. So I'm just waiting to go in. I'm obviously not going to take the camera because I don't think they'd be too pleased on me doing that. But I thought from now on, every Wednesdays, I'm going to do a Weightloss Wednesday post. Because group is on a Tuesday evening. So we'll do like an update of how I've done that week. And then maybe a bit of information about stuff I've learned or stuff I've been eating. Sometimes I'll do some, this is what I ate today, that I'll film earlier in the week for you guys, or maybe some recipes. We'll just see. We'll see how it goes. But Weightloss Wednesday. I find that if I make myself accountable, that I tend to be better at sticking to things. That's generally, from in the past, it's always been blogging. I've blogged it. I've put it out there and said, I'm going to do this. Tell me off if I don't. But putting it out there usually means that I stick to it better. That was kind of one of the premises I originally started blogging for. I decided to take a year out of shopping. I made a pledge that for the entire year, I would not buy any clothes. Other than if it was completely necessary, I would not buy any new clothes unless like my only pair of jeans decided to tear or something, which they didn't. The only items of clothes I bought for that entire year, I bought a pair of black trousers for work, and I ended up buying 2 pairs of black shoes for work because I wore through the first pair that I bought. And that was pretty much it. I don't think I bought anything else. Oh, tights, but they don't count because you ladder those so easily. That's all I bought for an entire year, and I blogged that process. And I found that making myself accountable for it is what helped. I put it out there, and I did do updates of whether I'd bought anything and things like that. So this is me becoming accountable to losing weight. Hopefully. I'd say these days I'm currently in like a size 16, sometimes an 18 if shops are a bit stingy. But I'm on the higher end of a 16 probably. So I'd say I've got 2 sizes to drop. John is going to be dieting with me. He's not coming to group because he doesn't really like coming to group. He didn't like it before, but I have told him if within the first month you don't stick to it and you don't lose the weight, then you have to start coming to group, because group makes you accountable as well, because you dread that day. You dread the day you have to go weigh in if you've had a shitty week. So yeah, this is it. I am going in. I'm going to find out how much I weigh, which is scary. I'm not entirely sure yet if I'm going to tell you how much I weigh, or whether I'll just tell you week on week how much I've lost. I'll see how brave I'm feeling. But it's a lovely group. It's the same group as I went to before, because I know the leader now after being with her for 8 months before. Arlene, she's lovely. And I feel comfortable here. So I feel comfortable. So I'm wondering how many people are still going to be here 3 and a bit years on from when I was last year. So wish me luck, people. Okay, so 2 hours later, I am back in the car, and ooh, the light has gone down. Let me change. There we go. That's a little bit nicer, isn't it? Excuse my fringe. It's like mega long. I need to get my dad to trim it. Yeah, my dad cuts my fringe. Okay, so as expected, I think I've got about 3 stone to lose. I'm a stone heavier this time than I was starting last time. So I lost 2 stone last time, so about 3 stone should get me to where I want to be. Not a huge amount has changed with the plan, which is good. There are a few differences, so I am going to go back and I'm going to read it all. But as expected, you need to eat lots of fruit and veg, protein as long as it's lean, your healthy extra A, which is calcium based, and your healthy extra B, which tends to be fibre based, and then you've got your sins on top. Pretty simple, pretty logical. Slimming World always has been, and that's why I've come back to it again, because it is simple to understand. So tonight I am going home, and I am going to make, I think I'm going to have stir fry tonight because I already bought the stuff earlier. I'm going to do a nice chicken stir fry with just some soy sauce, and Elian will probably eat that with me. So yeah, hopefully this is my first week, and hopefully it will go to plan and I will have a really great weight loss next week. Fingers crossed. I'm going to use the website login and check whether some things that were free last time or were low sin last time still are, so I don't go tripping myself up by eating something which in my head I'm saying it's only a sin or half a sin and it turns out not to be, because that would suck. So next week is a taste test week and it'll be obviously my first official week weigh-in. So I've got to come up with something to bring with me food wise. I did some great stuff last time I was doing it. I brought some awesome recipes, so I'm gonna have to nose online, see what I can find and make a recipe, and maybe that's what I will show you guys next week, is what I decide to make. So please do in the comments below if you follow Slimming World, or if you're considering it, please let me know in the box below. I'd love to hear what other people's recipes are, how their weight loss has gone, their success stories, any sort of free foods that I might not know about that are particularly good. Let me know below, and I would I'd love to connect with some more weight loss people, because I definitely think that community and working with other people and being friends with people who know stuff or can let you in on stuff and just kind of keep you morale up, keep the support. Luckily, in my little group of mummies, we're actually all on weight loss journeys at the moment, as most mums tend to be. One has already been on Slimming World for a while and she is freaking amazing. Ellen, that'll be you. And her husband have both lost shed loads, like 3 stone each, in a really short space of time. So they are definitely inspirations to me and John. And then my 2 other friends, Jess and Fionn, are both on different weight loss, but both on a weight loss journey, just like me. So hopefully between us we can really ump it up and we'll all do well. So we are trying to up our physical activity together. We did a buggy walk yesterday. We went to our normal sensory class in the morning with our babies, and then we did a buggy walk afterwards. And I don't know how long we walked in miles, but 3 of us did 6 laps of our local lake in a park, which the pedometers were saying was working out as around 1100 to 1200 steps each lap. So that is a shed load of steps. I'm going to put my Fitbit back on tomorrow morning. It's on charge at the moment, so it's not on my wrist. It'll be back on tomorrow morning, and I'm going to be aiming, I really should be aiming for the whole 10,000 steps a day, but I know if the weather's great, then I get out with him and it's fine. But if the weather is crappy, I tend not to. It doesn't happen. And I end up sat in the living room with him half the day and not getting a lot of steps done. So let's fingers crossed for good weather. I think we do good weather for the rest of the holidays, because Easter holidays start on Monday now. Monday coming. For Wales, even though I think England have already started. Wales start next Monday, and I think we do good weather for most of it, which would be lovely. Me and John have got a few shoots on this week, so we're going to be busy with work, but hopefully I can manage to stick to plan. Fingers crossed. Wish me luck, guys. As always, I'd love a nice big thumbs up if you follow the plan, if you're on the plan, if you like Slimming World. If you're a Slimming Worlder, I expect you to give me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. And hit subscribe, join the Two Hearts family. Oh, I've been filming this and I've just realised my visor is in the way there. Vlogger fail. Yeah, so big thumbs up for all the Slimming Worlders out there, and I will pop links to everything in the box below, and I will see you guys again soon.